InDesign offers a really powerful tool for making a grid display of a bunch of different images. So I can load, right, so I have a folder here that has a bunch of images related to birds, a single topic. I could drag them all in one by one, or I can come to File, Place, Command D in InDesign, and I can choose all of these images at once. Um, it might take a minute because I have quite a few images. Now what that does is it loads a placement tool here. And if I click right here and keep clicking, it will just keep placing images. If I want to get out of this loop, I click escape. Have all these images. I click escape for each time there's an image. And I'm just going to go back and delete these things because that's not quite what we want to do. Although, if you want to place a bunch of images at once, that's a useful way to go about it. What I'm going to do though is try that again. Command D. I'm going to select all of these images. Click open. That is going to load the placer again. And this time, instead of clicking, I'm going to click and drag. And that gives me a little preview window. And what? Now I'm holding a mouse. So this probably works best if you've got a mouse. On the trackpad it should work too, but it's a little bit tricky. So I'm holding the mouse button down, and on the keyboard I'm going to click the up arrow. And you see what that did? It made a little division in my frame. Now I have 20 images, so I'm going to click up again, and up one more time, and up. So I've got 5 horizontal rows, and then I'm going to use the right arrow, clicking that on my keyboard, divides it in half, and again. So I'm still holding the mouse, but I'm using the arrows to create a bunch of different divisions. So I've got a 20 frame array here of images, and I conveniently had 20 images. So if I let go of this, it's going to take a minute, but it's going to place all of my images in a grid, and they're still selected. So notice there's a variety of sizes to these images, so some are wider than others, and they're not creating a nice uniform grid. But if I go, while I still have all of them selected, if I go to Object Fitting, or on any one of them, hold Control and click Fitting, Fill Frame Proportionally, it will fill all of these frames, and I've got a nice even grid structure. So a really powerful tool for placing images. I might need to go back and fix the fitting on some of these, like this pigeon. I'm holding Control, Fitting, fit the content proportionally, so it kind of shrinks it down a little bit. Fitting, fit content proportionally, fitting, fit content proportionally.